two papers, one paper for the MCA, another paper for the BTech. Paper name for the MCA, Master of Computer Applications, is Operations Research and Optimization Technique. Paper code is MCA 304. And for the BTech courses, paper name is Operations Research and paper code is CS505A. So for the MCA, it is the third semester paper, and for the BTech, it is the fifth semester paper. Now, today I start the module 1, that is the linear programming problem, LPP, for the BTech courses CS505, lecture 1, and for the MCA courses MCA 304, it is the linear programming problem. Module 1 is the same thing, lecture 1. So before start the linear programming problem, before entering into the linear programming problem, we move to the operations research. What is the operations research? History of the operations research, model of the operations research, application area of the research, operations research, that we discussed first in the lecture 1 and part of the lecture 2. Then we entered into the linear programming problem. Linear programming problem, that is the LPP, basics of WORD and the linear programming problem. Basics of WORD means the operations research and the linear programming. First is the introduction. Under the introduction to the WORD, there is the few terminology is there, how the terminology came from the beginning of the WORD, that is the WORD means the operations research. How the short form is came, that we learn from the history of the operations research. Few terminology is that, then when we are going or we are going to learn the different models, then we will get the different types of terminology related to that particular model. The British Europeans referred to operational research. First time it is known as the, this thing, operations research is known as the operational research. The Americans to operations research, and British and European says the operations research, and American says to the operations research, but both are often shortened to just is the word operational research or operations research, not the operation research. It is operations or operational research. Just short form is word, which is the term we will use in the next. Another term which is used for this field is the management science, because word manage the science and others also. That time it is managed the management of the science. That's why at the beginning of that it is known as the MS. The Americans sometimes combine the terms word and MS together and say word by MS or ORMS. Yet other terms sometimes used are industrial engineering, that is the IE, that is also the management of the engineering or in the industry. And also another thing, that is the part of this is the decision science. Sometimes it is also known as the decision science. Sometimes it was at the beginning, it was known as the industrial engineering and the problem solving. So it was known in the so many names, but after that it is fixed to the two names. One is the operational research and another is the operations research, and short form is OR. In recent years, there has been a move towards the standardization upon a single term for the field, namely the term OR, Operations Research Management Science, in a scientific approach to decision making that seeks to best decision and operate systems, usually under conditions requiring the allocations of scarce resources. A system is an organization of interdependent components that work together to accomplish the goal of the system. This is the basic part of the work. Now, the methodology of what? Methodology of operations research. When the operations research is used to solve a problem of an organization, the following 7 steps procedure should be followed. That means that step we are calling as a procedure, or we can state it is the step algorithm or the process we have to follow to solve a problem that is related to the organizations or any decision making thing related to that. Step 1, that is the formulate the problem. First, when you try to solve the problem, then first what to do? We have to formulate the problem. Word analyst first defines the organization problem. Define the problem includes the specifying the organization object and the parts of the organizations or the system that must be studied before the problem can be solved. That means whatever the problem is arises, to be find out the solution, that problem first we have to write in a simple language, and we have to define what are the objectives is there. We try to find out that. Step 2, observe the system. Next, the analyst collects the data to estimate the values of parameters that affects the organization's problem. These estimates are used to develop in step 3 and evaluate in step 4 a mathematical model of the organization's problem. So first we have to write the problem in a simple language, and related to that we have to collect the data which those we are have to fit in the model. That model we have to develop in the step 3. Step 3, formulate a mathematical model of the problem. The analyst then develops a mathematical model, in other words, an idealized representation of the problem. In this class, we describe the many mathematical techniques that can be used to model or the system. So as soon as the mathematical model is formulated or defined, whatever data we are collected in the step 2, that to be fed in the step 4. Verify the model and use the model for prediction. The analyst now tries to determine if the mathematical model developed in the step 3 is an accurate representation of reality. To determine how well the model fits the reality, once determine how valid the model is for the current situation. Whatever the problem is arises, according to that we prepared a model in the step 3, and that model is to be verified, that is how much it is required, how much it is correct, and it is representing the model, that is how much fit with our the data. and how much it is near to the realistic. Given a model and a set of alternatives, the analyst chooses the alternative if there is one, because when we are fed the data, so we have the alternate models is there, and which one give us the best result, or we can say the optimum result, whatever we are wanting. So we are selecting that one by fitting the data. Sometimes the set of alternatives is subject to the certain restrictions and the constraints. In many situations, the best alternative may be impossible or too costly to determine. So whatever the models we have, after feeding the data, we can choose the model whatever is gives us the best result. But sometimes few model is there which is very costly. Nowadays we can say it is the less cost, because if we look after the back in the 50 years or the 60 years, that time the computer time is very costly now with respect to the nowadays. So to select the model, we have to use the computer, and we have to take the decision which one is the gives us the best result. Present the results and conclusions of the study. In this step, the analyst presents the model and the recommendation from the step 5 to the decision making individual or the group. That means top of the management of the company can take individually or in a group that which model to be select or consider, because sometimes it is cost involvement is there. In some situations, one might present the several alternatives and let the organization choose the decision maker or the makers, one or in a group, choose the one that best meets her, his or their needs. It may be the personal, it may be the company. Not only it is related to the company, it is related to the research works, it is related to the education, it is related to the health organizations, in the medical organizations. It is anywhere we can do that. After presenting the result of the work study, that means operations research study, to the decision makers, the analyst may find that he or she does not or they do not approve of the recommendation. This may result from incorrect definition of the problem on hand or from the failure to involve the decision makers from the start of the project. So if the model is rejected or it is failed, again we have to start from the beginning. In this case, the analyst should return to the step 1, 2, or 3. Again we have to remodel, because first the problem is written in simple English, then the model is prepared, and in the second step already collected data, so we can move to the 1 and 2, or we can directly move to the third to make another model. Then again we have to test it. It is giving the hours, it is meet our the necessity or not. If it is meet the necessity, we can accept that the model, otherwise we have to reject and we have to find out the another model. Now implement and evaluate the recommendation. If the decision maker or makers has accepted the study, the analyst heads in implement the recommendations. The system must be constantly monitored and updated dynamically as the environment changes to ensure that the recommendations are enabling the decision makers to meet or is that the objectives. That means during the now as soon as the model is approved, we have to implement that as the decision makers have decided to that. But during the implementation, it is monitored every time because during the implementation, it is the time requirement and time scheduling is that. That's why every time it should be monitored. And if the environment is changed, so always need the updation dynamically. War is a relatively new discipline, whereas the 90 years ago, it would have been possible to study the mathematics, physics, or engineering, for example. So this is not the old thing. It is developed in the 90 years back. At university, would not have been possible to study WARD. WARD means operations research. Indeed, the term operations research did not exist then. Before the 90 years, it was not studied at all. It was only early in the late 1930s, 19th centuries 30, that operations research began in a systematic fashion and it started in the UK. It is first started in the United Kingdom. In the starting in the years and development start in the early of 1930s. So before that, it is not studied anywhere in the university level or in the college level. Now it is this paper is studied in the college level also. Early in 1936, the British Air Ministry established both a research station, both a research station that is actually the air Air Force station. This is basically the Air Force station. The British Air Military established. They are operating there the aircraft or fighting from the both side. That is first they are starting there the research how to control the aircraft. From that station they are started. On the east coast near the Plexto as the center where all pre-war radar experiments for both the Air Force and the Army would be carried out. So they are started in their aircraft station to controlling the Air Force and the aircrafts from that center. Experimental radar equipment was brought up to a high state of the reliability and the ranges of over 100 miles on the aircraft were obtained. It was also in 1936 that Royal Air Force RAF Fighter Command charged specifically with the air defense of the British was first created. It lacked, however, any effective fighter aircraft, no Hurricanes or Spitfires had come into the service and no radar data was yet fed into its very elementary warning and the control system. So to monitoring that the aircraft, they start to controlling that the radar by feeding that the data in the control system during the war. So this is the starting of the operations research during their controlling that the aircraft and the radar by fitting that the data. It had become clear that the radar would create a whole new series of the problems in fighter directions and the control. So in late 1930s, some experiments started at Biggin Hill in Kent into the effective use of such data. This early work attempting to integrate radar data with the ground-based observer data for fighter interception was the start of war. So when they are trying to controlling that the radar and the aircraft from that the past data and whatever the data they are getting from the ground, that they are start fitting to controlling them, sees the start of the operations research. The first of three major pre-war air defense exercise was carried out in the summer of 1937. The experimental radar stations at Botsey Research Station was brought into operations and the information derived from it was fed into the General Air Defense warning and control system. From the early warning point of view, this exercise was encouraging, but the tracking information obtained from radar after filtering and transmission through the control and display network was not very satisfactory. What they're doing by feeding that the data into the radar, what they have got, but in the at the beginning that is not very satisfactory. So they try to develop it. In July 1938, a second major air defense exercise was carried out. 4 additional radar stations had been installed along the coast, and it was hoped that British now had an aircraft location and control system greatly improved both in coverage and the effectiveness. Not so. The exercise revealed rather that a new and serious problem had arisen. This was the need to coordinate and correlate the additional and often conflicting information received from the additional radar station. Now they try to coordinate and correlate the additional what is the information they are collecting. Sometimes that is the conflicting and information received from the additional radar station. With the outbreak of war apparently imminent, it was obvious that something new, drastic if necessary, had to be attempted. Some new approach was needed. Accordingly, on the termination of the exercise, the superintendent of Botsey Research Station, A.P. Rao, announced that although the exercise had again demonstrated the technical feasibility of the radar system for detecting the aircraft. Its operational achievements still fell far short of the requirements. That means this time also it is not the perfect to whatever they want. Therefore, then he therefore proposed that a crash program of research into the operational. That means they are doing the operations and they are feeding the data to operate the radar to detect the aircraft. So for that operational, as opposed to the technical aspects of the system, should begin immediately. The term operational research, that means research into the military operations. So term it came from that military operations, research into the military operation. From that term is came operations research, was coined as a suitable description of the new branch of the applied science. The first team was selected from amongst the scientists of the radar research group the same day. So that day it is formed a research group from the scientist and the radar research group. So this is the birth of the operations research. It term coined from the research into the military operation. That's why it is known as the operations research. In the summer of 1939, Britain held what was to be its last pre-war air defense exercise. It involved some 33,000 men and 1,300 aircraft, 110 aircraft guns, and 700 searchlights and 100 barrage balloons. This exercise showed a great improvement in the operation of the air defense warning and control system. So there the success they got and it start its improvement. The contribution made by the war teams was so apparent that the air officer, commander-in-chief, RAF Fighter Command, Air Chief Marshal Sir Hugh Downing requested that on the outbreak of the war, they should be attained to his headquarters at Stanmore on May 15th, 1940. 15th May 1940, with German forces advancing rapidly in France. Stanmore Research Station was asked to analyze a French request for 10 additional fighters squadrons, 12 aircrafts a squadron, one squadron. Where is that 12 aircraft is there? When losses were running at some there, the squadrons every 2 days they prepared drafts for Winston Churchill, the British Prime Minister of that time. Based upon a study of current daily losses and the replacement rates, indicating how rapidly such a move would deplete the fighter's strength, no aircraft were sent and most of those currently in France were recalled. This is held by some to be the most strategic contribution to the course of the war made by War Operations Research, as the aircraft and the pilots saved were consequently available for the successful air defense of the Britain, the Battle of the Britain. In 1941, an Operational Research Section (ORS) Operations Research Section (ORS) was established in Postal Command, which was to carry out some of the most well-known war work in World War II. So, war operations research developed in the World War II. Although scientists had plenty been involved in the hardware sides of the warfare, designing the better plans, bombs, tanks, etc. Scientific analysis of the operational use of the military resources had never taken place in a systematic fashion before the Second World War. Before the Second World War, the operations research is not there. That's why when they are controlled, that the aircraft, military man, that was not systematic. So military personnel often by no means stupid, were simply not retained to undertake such analysis. So after that, it is start to developing, and during that they are taking the decision from that whatever the analysis they are getting. These early war workers came from many different disciplines. So that those are working in the operations research group, they came from the different disciplines. One group consistent of a physicist, two psychologists, two mathematical and physicist, and the surveyor. That is, the physicist is there, mathematicians there, psychologist is there, and also surveyor also there. What such people brought to their work were scientifically trained minds used to querying assumptions, logic, exploring hypotheses, devising experiments, collecting data, analyzing numbers, etc. Many too were of high intellectual caliber. At least 4 wartime war personnel were later to win the Nobel Prize when they returned to their peacetime disciplines. By the end of the war, by the end of the war means Second World War, operations research war was well established in the armed services, both in the UK and the USA. War started just before the World War II in Britain with the establishment of the teams of the scientists to study the strategic and the technical problems involved in military operations. The objective was to find the most effective utilizations of the limited military resources by the use of the quantitative techniques. Following the end of the war spread, although it spread in the different ways in the UK and USA. It should be clear that the growth of war operations research science in vegan and especially in the last 30 years, not only that, it is more than that. It's to a large extent the result of the increasing power and the widespread ability of the computers. Most, though not all, war involves carrying out a large number of the numeric calculations. Without the computers, this would not simply not be possible. Lots of calculations is there, not the most of the cases, but most of the cases, not for the all, but most of the cases we need the computer. Early days, the computer time was most costly. Nowadays, computer time is more so costly, but we need the computer to run that the operations research problem to get the optimum result. That means our required result. Next class or next lecture, we take care the part of the lecture 1 is that, then we entered into the lecture 2. Our discussion will be applications area of the operations research, techniques of the operations research. Before that, few terminology is that we have learned, then we entered into